Hello,
Richard,
I'm
hello.
Richard.
Hello, can I meet your mother? My name's Richard. No, that's very silly. Oh God, that's an outtake now, isn't it? I'm from far too unguarded.
Your boy let his guard down.
Ugh.
A, one of those. B, here's a script.
Thanks.
And C, see you in the outtakes.
You loser, baby.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it.
It says it right here, Rich.
I know it. I know it does. But for your information, I'm supposed to say, "What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Rich." But I'm trying to present an alternate vision of a YouTube personality, one that doesn't conform to this platform's ridiculous contractions and neologisms and smash that like button and blah, 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 blah. So I'll just go with, hello YouTube, my name's Rich.
And I'm your gal Al, back again with another episode of The Weekend Escape.
Yes indeed, this is the show where we catch you up on everything we've learned in this past week of PC gaming. For instance, I've learned you don't have to compromise your vocabulary to be a YouTube personality.
I don't know, you can still be very you even if you did compromise your vocabulary.
I fail to see how that would work.
I mean, you couldn't be more you unless you rode in on a Total War branded horse.
Huh. We get a horse?
We're on the second floor, Rich. How would you propose that would happen?
How do you feel about an old-fashioned rope and pulley system?
I think we should just crack on with the news, don't you, Rich? How about that? Yep, let's just go straight to the news.
Fine. So this week's news has been all about Fortnite Season 4, which...
Gee, spoilers.
What are you talking about?
Well, I haven't even finished Season 2 yet, and you're about to blab all the secrets about Season 4, and I'm just not ready for that yet.
Alice, it's a competitive shooter. There's no story, and the seasons don't have any chronology to them. They're just extra stuff.
Why are they called seasons?
Well, firstly, shut up, and secondly, I don't know, something to do with money?
So you don't know. Can you tell us what's in it?
Yes, well the paid bit is the Battle Pass, which doesn't immediately unlock new things, but gives you access to the premium progression system. If you complete all the challenges there, you'll get access to new skins, gliders, and emotes.
None of that's going to help me win more though, is it?
No indeed, not unless your emote game is so strong that you can intimidate your enemies into submission.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay. But they've also taken out the crossbow, so anyone who's been falling victim to that doesn't need to fear it anymore.
Yeah, unlimited ammo on that one.
Yes, there is, or rather there was. More significantly, Epic have reshaped parts of the map. There's now a drive-in theatre, a film set, and a meteor crater where Dusty Depot used to be.
Did you see they've added green screens to Fortnite now? Like the one we used for streaming, just spread across the map.
Wait, you're not thinking of filming within Fortnite, are you?
Well, you know, I like a bit of tension on set.
Alice, this workplace is already dangerous enough.
I can think of more dangerous options like the Old West.
You've been watching the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer, haven't you?
I might have been. It's very exciting. It's got robberies and stagecoaches and gruff men with lots of facial hair, like yourself.
Much more than me, I think.
More gruff too.
Yeah. But you know, that font though.
The font?
Yeah, you know, it's all flowery and too many embellishments. It's barely readable. I didn't like it.
Well, I'm not sure they had access to Helvetica on the Frontier, Rich.
Well, they should have invented it. They had their priorities wrong, clearly.
Well, somebody certainly does. Speaking of which, it always takes ages for Rockstar to get around to a PC release. Here are a bunch of westerns that you can play until we get Red Dead 2. Westerns are about desert vistas and sunsets big enough to walk off into, right? Not the cramped interiors of ships in the distant reaches of known space. SteamWorld Heist would beg to differ, focusing on one particular aspect of the Hollywood shootout that tends not to make it into games: the ricochets and trick shots. This is a turn-based tactics game dedicated entirely to bouncing bullets off the ceiling and shooting the hats off bandits. The fact that they're robot bandits doesn't make it any less John Ford.
One side effect of the nukes that dropped on America was to make the Mojave Desert more hostile and frontier-like than ever. I'm speaking about the fiction of the Fallout universe, of course, unless the nukes really did drop sometime after we pressed publish on this video, in which case we're honoured you'd choose to spend your last moments before your eyes melt watching us. In either case, New Vegas is stuffed full of Western trappings, from the 6 shooters to the saloons. Honestly, the word saloon is a dead giveaway. If it's not in a Western, it's just a bar, isn't it?
If you've seen Django Unchained, you'll know that scalps are at least as valuable as coins in the Old West. Although, speaking from personal experience, they don't tend to fit into vending machines or fold into your wallet as neatly. The point is that bounty hunting is as Western as it gets, and Hunt Showdown offers exactly that. In Crytek's new game, you kill monsters for gold while fending off your fellow player hunters with chunky old weapons and sticks of dynamite. Trust me, nothing settles an argument faster than lighting a stick of dynamite.
Hard West belongs to the XCOM but genre. If we can have XCOM but rabbids, there's absolutely no reason we can't have XCOM but Western, with a sprinkling of the supernatural. What do I mean by supernatural? Well, some of the cowboys shooting back at you are already dead. Aside from that though, this is a classic Gold Rush story. You've got bank robberies, revenge, and big hats. Everything you'd ever want from a game that transposes the Western genre into turn-based tactics. Given all that, it'd be rude to complain about the demons, don't you think?
I'm not saying that Call of Juarez the Cartel was a mistake, but Wikipedia says it was a reviled sequel. When even Wikipedia stops pulling its punches, you know your series has taken a misstep. That's like the Oxford English Dictionary calling you a twat. Thankfully, Juarez left modern LA and headed back to the Old West for Gunslinger, a game that turned out to be a cracking shooter with a surprisingly clever story. This game deals with the myths of the cowboy era, and protagonist Silas Greaves isn't the most reliable narrator of his own legend. Whiskey will do that to your storytelling.
And now, like most weeks, it's time for us to tell you what's going cheap on Steam.
Yep, that's right, and we have a bit of a sandwich situation going on.
A what?
Well, we could call it a bark sandwich, if you will.
We're not calling it that.
Yeah, but we could call it that. I think we should call it that. Anyway, you'll see why it's a sandwich in a minute. The first game that's on sale is Watch Dogs, which has a lovely 67% off until the 7th of May.
Oh, nice. That's a pretty good deal.
Yep, it's not bad. Watch_Dogs puts you in the role of Aiden Pierce, a hacker man who is an ex-thug. His criminal past led to a family tragedy, so in Watch Dogs you are searching for those who hurt your loved ones. With the ability to hack and monitor pretty much everyone around you, you're able to download personal information to locate targets, control traffic lights, and access security cameras.
Very 1984, you know, if Big Brother was an anti-statist, revolutionary hacker thug.
Well, yeah, if you like. Not even George Orwell could control the traffic lights.
Fair point. Next up is Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
What night?
Jedi.
What academy?
Jedi.
Not sure. Not getting it still. What's this game about?
Jedi.
Nope. I don't think the title makes any sense.
It quite literally says... Oh, you're being annoying again, aren't you?
Might be.
Yeah. Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy currently has 66% off until May the 8th and is classic action sci-fi, one of my favourite shooters of all time, in fact, in which you must forge your own lightsaber and follow the path of the Jedi.
You're really not telling me enough about my character.
Well, I'll tell you more. Your character is Jaden Core, a customizable protagonist. You can even play as one of those alien races with a Twi'lek tentacle around your necks, which is pretty cool. You learn the ways of the Force from Jedi Master Luke Skywalker and more prominently from Jedi Master Kyle Katarn, the protagonist of the original Star Wars Dark Forces. And you get the chance to interact with other famous Star Wars characters. I think Chewbacca is one, at least, from locations that you're sure to recognize from the films, at least up to 2003. Will you choose the light side, fighting for good and freedom, or the dark side of power and evil?
Oh, I don't know. It's a good question.
No, I'm talking about the game, Alice. I don't want to get into your morality right now.
Oh, well, that's quite disappointing. Anyway, and finally we have Watch_Dogs 2.
Oh, I see. This is the sandwich.
Yeah, do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
A bark sandwich.
No, not that.
Okay, let me explain. So a sandwich is when you have a filling between two bits of bread. In this case, the bread is Watch Dogs.
Stop.
And the
Stop.
bug. Okay, well.
Stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue this last one for you. In Watch Dogs 2, you play as Marcus, who joins the well-known hacker group DeadSet.
Much like the first game, you're able to hack into connected devices and take control of different parts of the city. Your goal is to take down CTOS 2.0, an operating system that's being used by San Francisco criminals to keep an eye on and control citizens. And that is your tasty sandwich full of bugs wrapped in bugs.
I wish Ben were back.
Which Ben?
Either.
And now it's time for TLDR. This is the part of the show where we go through some recent patch notes and make them a little bit more exciting by timing each other and making sure that we reel it off from memory and only memory. Isn't that right, Rich?
Yeah, isn't it right, Alice?
Yeah, and you're up first today.
I am. So there's a new update coming to GTA Online, and I'm going to talk you through it.
I'm going to give you 10 seconds to go through it all. Are you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
So there's 4 new races coming to the Imponte de Luxo, 3 new races coming to the Mammoth Thruster, 3 to the Stromberg Ocelot, the Ocelot Stromberg. There's doubled GTA Bucks. Damn it! I'll finish it off. There's double GTA Bucks and rep bonuses coming to all special vehicle races. There's 25% off all vehicles featured in special vehicle circuit, and there's doubled bonuses for all special vehicle work missions. There you go. Out of time, but at least you're informed.
Yeah.
And now your turn,
Yes.
Alice. It's what's yours this week?
Hearthstone.
Hearthstone. That's
Yes, that's correct.
right. In 3. Oh, what are you doing over there?
Look at this.
Okay, I'll 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. Well, there's, oh my god, no. There's a late Easter event, golden egg napper, devil saw egg, new tavern brawl, special noble garden cards, a deck full of dice that apply with buffs.
Damn it. There's your time. That's quite good.
Thank you. I'm very good at my craft of reading.
At least you admit it. And now it's time for Rich's
The
Fan.
comments!
Yes, but all the comments are on videos I feature in, so Rich's Fan Mail.
No, it's still not about you. This will never be called what you want it to be called.
Fine, I'm just happy with the love. On our 7 most exciting games to play in May video, the Craig says, definitely looking forward to Pillars 2. Also worth a mention, although it doesn't actually release until much later, is the backer build of Phoenix Point releases tomorrow morning. It's probably already happened by now. In fact, it has, because we're reading this in the past. Those two, along with Battletech and Frostpunk, will keep me busy all month.
Yeah, Frostpunk and Battletech seem to be office favourites at the moment. I'm pretty sure half of the office is looking forward to Pillars 2.
Yep, I certainly am, and I'm sure Matt and Jeremy are just as excited.
Gotta love an isometric RPG. On our How to Install an SSD video, Battletoad says, I really appreciate this a lot, I love you.
Oh, we really appreciate you too, Battletoad.
Our SSD video is incredibly popular and the two guys in it, you and Dave, are very helpful.
Oh, Alice, you don't have to call me handsome. It's fine.
Helpful. I was gonna say helpful. Yeah.
Moving on our previously on Pillars of Eternity video, the Craig, hello again, says, amazing video, a great way to get hyped for Pillars of Eternity 2, and given I've only made it halfway through the first, it's hugely helpful. We're glad it got you hyped.
And thank you for being a regular commenter, the Craig. We really appreciate it.
Yes, maybe we should call this section the Craig's comments.
See, now that could actually work.
Oh, could it? I was joking, but I'm sensing a little bit of favouritism here. I think we should end the show now before we fall out.
You're so dramatic.
And thankfully, that's a wrap.
Oh, so I'm not allowed to talk about sandwiches, but wraps are okay now.
It's giveaway time. Congratulations to last week's winner, Jacob Applewhite. You've won a very fetching Far Cry 5 backpack.
Yep, and this week we have a Dying Light t-shirt, Borderlands 2 top trumps, and some Ready Player One coasters.
Follow the link below for details on how to apply.
Meanwhile, over on PCGamesN.com, we have 15 Steam keys to give away for City of Brass. That's a first-person game about dodging traps in a desert city.
I often feel like I'm dodging traps, but they're not in a desert city, they're just things you say.
Right, well, why don't you just leave then?
Alright, fine, maybe I will. Meet you back here same time next week.
Yeah, alright then. Bye, everyone!
Bye!
Call of Duty Online. No? GTA Online. What are you doing? We're not doing that again this week.
I wanted to see if it could open a special cupboard. Click. No?
Hang on. Do you ever hear when Rich calls us time wasters?
Let's go,
Have
let's
you
go.
ever heard him say that?
Yes.
I don't know what that was then. That wasn't wasting time. I don't know what that
That's a
was.
real life situation.
Oh my god, what was that?
A real life
Okay.
situation which he had to solve.
Okay. I'm sorry. Let's go. Just having some fun.